in bans because I think they're just going to ban random champions. They're not going to worry too much about trying to do targeted specific bans. As long as they're not banning champions from the other region, we should be fine. Really just pick like Freljord champions. Just ban out some icy champions. Okay. Still is believed that he has demonic manifestation of humanity's dark urges and therefore cannot be reasoned with. The most plausible belief is that Shaco is an assassin for hire left to his own lunatic devices until services are needed. Shaco certainly has proven himself to be a cunning individual, evading authorities, and at every turn we seek questioning him for some I'm going to assume this is horrendous reason. He's a party clown. Obviously, he's now my brain's gonna freeze and not think of the clown they just released the movie for.
The one from It.
Yes, the one from It. We actually did a statue of him at work. Can't remember the name. That's fine. So he might be a better one for free agency. We'll probably move around again. We're still kind of warming up to it. That's why it's not completely out there yet. It's not completely out there just yet. But Pennywise, thank you, Avicity. Thank you for that. So Pennywise the clown. I don't know why the bans are taking quite this long, but that's all right. Got a little bit of time. Shaco is just chuggy.
Well, no, I'm just mad.
And for all of you who have stuck around tonight, you've actually been getting apparently ×2 loyalty points because I actually forgot to go in and reset it to be back into the ×1. So congratulations on getting twice as many stubs points as everyone else.
We'll just call you guys Stubby.
Super stubby. All right.
Stubby.
Time to fix this. All right, there we go. Hashtag fixed. KDAR, that's unfortunately I don't have that command set up just yet, but on the stream you should be able to click on the little icon and see how many stubs you have underneath that. There's a little XLNC icon on the stream. So Stubby McStubs, there you go. All right, so Demacia versus Noxus. We've got the Garen picked up by Sejaces. Would you be surprised any other champion? The first pick for the side of Demacia coming out. He screams it. Everything's beautiful. Let me play 2013. Gonna grab the sister of Lux as well. I like these picks. Whereas for Noxus, they got LeBlanc and Riven to start things off.
Yeah, so LeBlanc versus Lux is an interesting matchup right now. Riven, I think Garen beats Riven in lane, I'm pretty sure. Not early game. Riven beats just about anybody in the really early stages. But I think LeBlanc has the advantage over Lux. Ooh.
Xin Zhao, grab by the side of Demacia, so looking for a little more engage, as well as another champion, this time of the spear, as Jax is grabbed by Swipper. Gonna go most likely in that jungle. And I like these guys are kind of picking champions that they're most likely gonna play, which makes things a little bit easier to analyze between the two. Noxus still has potential of that Draven for the AD carry role. Braylick may be grabbing that.
They might go without one, though.
Right, they could go Swain. That's one of the things to keep in mind is that Swain and Vladimir, both, I believe, Noxus champions. Yep, which could be in that AP carry role. And we did just see Talon carry in the bottom lane. And Talon, again, another Noxian. Jax is a Cathian. I believe Jax is the free agent, the mercenary. We'll call them mercenaries because they're mercenaries, not free agents now. The mercenary, the single mercenary that Noxus, the side of Noxus is picking up. So they have hired Jax to play in this game. There's still the opportunity for the side of Demacia to hire one mercenary if they so choose to, but it's always more fun if they stick to the full Demacian pick. When you look at their AD carry options for the side of Demacia, if I can find them, they do have Lucian and Vayne. Vayne might be a pretty good option, especially against that Jackson Riven, though still easy to blow up, to get blown up by a LeBlanc. Wait, they banned Vladimir.
Who else do they have?
Which side?
No, the ADCs, not for Noxus. For Demacia.
For Demacia, the two ADCs they have that are according to our Google Sheets, Lucian and Vayne are the two options.
Also, Quinn. Quinn's Demacia.
She's not on the list. I think we.
She legit says Demacia.
Yes. Okay. Never mind. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Remember that when we made the list, you and I together made the list forever ago, and we went through and pulled a few people out of certain groups because we needed free agents in certain areas, and we also needed to increase or decrease certain pools overall. So some of the lore is not hyper specific, and if we need to change things around, we will change things around. So.
All right, and. What? Okay, it looks like there's going to be no ADCs picked up, and it's going to be the Draven grabbed Rayleigh there. I mean, it wasn't like he had a ton of options in that role. But if he knows how to play Draven, definitely a potential to pop off in a game where everybody's kind of playing something they're not really used to.
Yeah, so to explain, again, Jax is the mercenary pick for Noxus, and Morgana, even though she's not region, according to the League of Legends page, Noxian, she does have lore connections with Noxus, and so we do have Morgana on the Google Sheets option to be able to be picked. So that's why she was picked there, as the side of Demacia is going to end their picks with a Brand and a Galio, looking for a little more engage and just overall damage. The Galio is a very, very cool choice, especially with that Xin Zhao wanting to engage into the enemy team. You've got Galio to ult in afterwards. Garen, they can also lead the charge for Galio to follow up afterwards with. So go ahead and roll through the players for the sides, and then we'll talk about analyzing these compositions, because Noxus is a pretty interesting comp overall. For the side of Demacia, we've got Sejaces picking up Garen for the top side. Let me play 2013 on the Lux in the most likely mid... Wait.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, what?
I'm recorrecting this. All right. We're going to have Sejaces on the carry Garen bottom lane. Let me play 2013 on the Lux in the mid lane. Fade Lull with the Xin Zhao in the jungle. 945 on the supportive Brand. And Commander C2121 on Galio in the top lane. That's my best guess.
Huh. I was thinking Galio mid, Garen top, Lux and Brand bot. But it's definitely possible either way. But for the side of Noxus, we've got Boxy on LeBlanc in the mid lane, Deceiver herself. Then we've got SKE, 4G, 43, 42, FSD. Why you do this to me? on Riven in the top lane, Swipper on Jackson jungle, Daytona Hamster on Morgana in the bottom lane support, and Rayleigh rounding it out with Draven ADC. Those are some interesting names. Anyway, compositionally,
I give a lot of favor over to Demacia. They've got really good team fight options.
That too.
They've also got great front line with the Garen Galio. They've got good skirmishing with the Lux and Brand. Keep in mind, Brand actually has right now, currently in the game, the best win rate, and his damage is just obscene. And you've got Xin Zhao that can actually start any fight that you want. Good pick from Noxus with the Morgana Dark Binding, Jax or Riven try to start a fight, or maybe an assassination by LeBlanc. But I think when it comes to the later stages 5v5, Demacia is really going to have an edge.
I think the question mark here in the bot lane is how good is Rayleigh at Draven. if he's decent at Draven, there's a possibility of him really blowing up this lane, because while the mages are good at disengaging, they're also really squishy. So if Draven gets rolling, just one auto attack coming through. They don't have any life steal or anything like that. So it could, like, that lane can go back and forth either way. The big problem is Draven has an enormous target that he drops whenever he auto attacks. It's like, throw your spells here and they will hit me. That's always the problem with playing Draven.
Oh wait, what? It didn't do the transition. Alright, well, I'll just manually make the transition work. I'll manually do it. Force it to by hand. There we go. Checking out, most people went with the base skins, which I really like, whether that's because they didn't have any skins for the champions or not. When you get to see Xin Zhao, Lux, Garen, all with those bright and shiny Demacia skins coming out, it's pretty awesome. On the side of Noxus, they went for skin prettiness. Ghost Bride Morgana, Godstaff Jackson, Mistletoe LeBlanc, getting that Christmas spirit on bright and early. And yeah, pretty standard stuff across the board. I think that the Galio is going to be a big game changer here for Demacia. If played correctly, those taunts can really wreck a fight by just bringing everyone together, and then you've got Brand ult afterwards, can just wipe an entire team.
Yeah, I agree with that. Galio, definitely someone who can just change team fights by coming in at the very last moment when you have the Galio ult. Just an incredibly powerful skill. Does anybody remember old Galio? It was like the second worst champion in the game, next to old God.
He was so lumbery though. He just lumbered around, and then you flash ulted, and that was your only job in the game.
Yep.
And then sometimes, especially later stages when Bruiser's got a huge buff, the ult wouldn't save you, and you'd still die while ulting anyway. Yeah, pretty crazy stuff there. But ladies and gentlemen, it's Demacia versus Noxus for the fourth game of the night. Excited to see what we can do as we're kind of continuing to prep and warm up for the later stages, Institute of War games. They are going to be the faction-based teams, and anyone hopefully will have actual teams signing up. Get 5 people together, sign up and say, hey, I want to play for so-and-so region, and get some pretty awesomeness there. This will be kind of a test run to kind of get a feel for it. I think the last time we ran this, Wraith and I were actually playing in the games, so this is going to be our first time casting an Institute of War game.
Mm-hmm. Wait, oh yeah, you're right. Huh.
I am right.
It's gonna be awesome. I was like, I know we've done Institute of War, but wait, no, we were in it.
You're right. We were playing
Demacia!
in the game.
The battle cries come out.
And the Blanc goes forward. Boxy trying to get a little bit of damage onto Fade Lul already. Not in her Jarvan skin this game. Instead, going to be playing a little bit more aggressively. Let me play.
Oh,
Boxy finds a nice snare onto the little Blanc. Maybe in trouble. Hops away with a Distort. In the meantime, we got a fight on the top side as Sejace is able to get a little bit of damage down onto Riven. Dark Binding comes through onto Lux's Let Me Play. Starts that annoying, beautiful Demacian giggle that she has. Both sides decide after taking a little bit of harass to back away and instead just take their junglers into the standard starts.
Yeah. That's definitely a interesting start, and it bodes well for Garen's laning phase. I was kind of questioning how does Garen fare against the Riven, but I just remembered the silence is just so powerful against Riven. And then the W to disengage, to absorb the damage. If he's the aggressor, I think that he has a really good shot. And Fade Lul, starting out on this jungle, we've never seen this man play anything but Chaco. So, how does he do on a jungler that is very much not Shaco?
Can't go invisible. Still has some pretty good dashes around. He's got the red buff, though. We'll find Jax, but he might be in trouble as a nice dodge from Swipper. Going to be able to set things up pretty well. He gets the dash. He has a flash. Is he going to be able to use it over a wall? He smites the Scuttlecraft for a little bit of help, but he's trying to fight Swipper. LeBlanc comes in, though. First blood to Jax, the mercenary. Picking that up for the side of Noxus in that bottom lane. Draven starting to get a couple chunks of damage down as Jace is winning the top side, as you talked about. No real surprise there. Let me play. Wait, finds Jax. He's got the double buffs, though, and is able to also smite with the Scuttle Crab. So, man, Swipper coming out in a pretty big lead so far.
Has anybody seen the Grasp of the Undying Caitlyn that's been going around? Rayleigh going in hard.
Yeah, 945 dropped down to under 200.
Wait,
out this
random Ignite?
Issues with being a squishy brand into one of the most damage early game AD carries as Ski trying to get a little bit of damage onto Garen in that top side. Taunt comes through onto LeBlanc. Boxy, whoa, really jumped up. Commander C2121 getting some beautiful damage down and prediction with that heroic charge.
Yeah, Commander C just messing Boxy up in the mid lane. Showing him who's boss.
I like being able to see where LeBlanc is going to hop back to and timing those charges. As Rayleigh gets a little bit of damage on that bottom side. I do have people in the wrong position. I incorrectly guessed. It's Galio mid, Garen top, and the Lux brand bottom lane. It's double APs, but that's a double squish.
Oh, the dodge!
Good flash from Let Me Play, but she's still going to take a lot of damage. And now no spells available. May have to recall here shortly.
Yeah, and that was a second summoner spell blown, I believe. I think Brand already blew his flash. Almost the flash jump from Swipper.
Ooh, wait, the stun onto Morgana in the bottom lane. The exhaust comes down. Detone Hamster may be dying. The heal from Rayleigh keeps him alive, but it's not going to be enough. He burns down. Now 945 in trouble because Rayleigh could pick up a double kill here. Last auto attack. He's going to get the gold credit. Flashes forward. There it is. And he survives. Oh my goodness. Draven comes out with the double kill in the bottom lane. Riven dashing away to safety on the top side.
Yeah, that's scary because in this lane, like I was talking about, there's a lot of damage potential coming through this Draven here. If he gets so far ahead, he can start harassing. Single auto trades onto these mages are going to be crippling because they have no way to lifesteal or sustain back up outside of pots. So he can really start forcing Brand and Lux to back every time he gets one or two auto trades down.
Noxus strikes early and hard in that bottom lane. The double squishy champions of the Lux brand not doing it so well for the side of Demacia. Riven getting a little bit of damage onto Jason on that top side. Keep in mind, though, that Garen is going to be able to heal up anytime he steps out. Taunt comes through onto LeBlanc in the mid lane. Commander C just kind of continuing to harass LeBlanc. Farms still fairly even between the two. Garen on that top side, he's been silenced. The mercenary Jax flying in. Doesn't even need the counter-strike.
Swipper setting up a tent in top lane.
No need to focus bottom lane when your Draven's already getting fed. Commander C going to be hit by those ethereal chains. LeBlanc not going to follow too much further after that. Crass comes through on that bottom side, pushing Morgana back underneath the turret. But keep in mind, they are sorely down in farm against this Draven.
Yeah, Draven has a BF sword at 5 minutes right now, so he's in a very good position. And they're just gonna have
flash taunt from Galio. That should spell the death for LeBlanc. Fable flashes to guarantee the last hit. Takes out another Noxus, and Demacia's got 2 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, Demacia still 2 kills behind right now, and the Draven is a big problem, but pulling themselves back into the game, and here it comes.
Oh, nice stun from 945. The spell shield a little late from Morgana. Brand will be able to get back underneath the turret, but that is the push from Draven, shoving Lux back to the fountain.
Yep, that's another back. And that's what I'm saying. Every time that the big trades like this happen, that's going to be another force back. And Brand is incapable of laning against 2 right here. He's just going to start falling way behind in farm or being forced to burn all his mana to CS. So, Rayleigh playing commanding right here, should refreshing.
The Tone Hamster taking a short shot. Xin Zhao around the corner. Could see if he wants to decide to fight in fight them or not. As in the top lane, Riven ignited, flashing away, using that ultimate. I don't think we'll be able to get the trade on Jace is trying to hit the honeydew.
Oh, the
ult
shield!
comes through, but it's not going to be quite enough. She doesn't have flash available though, trying to set up for hopping over the wall, trying to make the turn. It does! Takes out Garen on the top side. No way.
Meanwhile, in the bot lane,
Raylick doing Draven things, picks up Brand. No real shocker there when he's got so much damage this early into the game. Go ahead.
not Draven. Draven.
Apologies to everyone on the stream. Draven would be very upset at me. Something to keep in mind though, Galio level 6. There's an opportunity for him to try to make a play in the bottom side with the Xin Zhao, who still seems to be hesitant about going in.
Yeah, the way Raylick would have really done this right is if he'd had the Shoutcaster Draven skin.
That would have been
perfect.
2 kills to 6. Noxus with an early lead. Again, though, in the early game, we talked about how Noxus is going to have a lead. It's the late game 5v5s that Demacia's comp is really favored towards. As Luck's going to be hit by another Dark Binding. It's a really rough spot to stand in against a Morgana because it's easy to pinch people between the turret and the wall there. Raylick steps forward, a huge amount of damage onto the Morgana, but not enough to burst her down, and that means that the Draven whirling blades are going to come through. But we got the gank in the bottom lane that we've been looking for as Fable comes in with his Xin Zhao, trying to finish off the Morgana, healed by Draven as he's going to get a double kill underneath the turret, but Morgana still falls. Doesn't matter though, here comes the Galio ultimate, might be able to save Xin Zhao. He goes back in, just trying to push everyone away. Winds of War doing a good amount of damage to Draven, but not going to be enough. Boxes underneath the turret though, he's taunted. He comes back! Oh, the turret shot's not enough to take the LeBlanc out. She's able to get out for now, but Commander C still here to defend. Swipper and Raylick backing up, and everyone's still trying to get some damage down onto Galio, but he is a tanky boy, and Winds of War will push Noxus off of this bottom lane turret.
Yeah, but that's a 5-0 Draven now with 66 CS to the 29 of his lane opponent. This is brutal now. And I love how it's listing Morgana with the bounty of 950 gold. Thanks, Riot.
Really? I don't see that. I see Draven with the 950 gold, but...
Yeah, well, it says Morgana on my screen, so...
Spectator bugs for the win. In all of that, only 1 kill went over to Demacia, but they lost, I believe, 2, and a huge amount of damage down onto the
3,
turret. It's
I think.
down to 3 shields left. So that's still gold going back over to this Draven. He's got a Stormrazor's Edge at 9 minutes into the game, feeling really good. We'll see if he's able to use that or if we get continued ganks from the Galio and Xin Zhao on this bottom side.
Yeah, once this wave is gone, I'm expecting them to go really aggressive. That Stormrazor is really potent. That gives you a guaranteed first crit shot plus movement speed to chase, and he's level 7.
Well, a little bit of damage down onto Raylick with that spell shield. Absorbs a lot from 945. He's trying to set up for a stun. The flash forward. It's Brand who's actually going to absorb all of the damage. Now Raylick's underneath the turret. He's going to shot with one more tower, and that 900 gold goes over to Brand. A huge shutdown for the side of Demacia as Boxy's chasing in onto the Xin Zhao. Galio's coming up from behind though. So Jason's getting a little bit of damage down onto Riven the top side. Detone Hamster almost giving his life over just to the turret.
Yeah, donating over to that plate. Can I just say that the plated turrets look boss though? They look so much more. They look so much more intimidating. Like, you don't want to dive me. I've got armor.
Oh, Jax chasing Xin Zhao. He may be pinched between a Riven and the Jax. Can he get to the boss gun in time? We won't be able to watch it because Let Me Play is dying in the bottom side.
Oh, that's dirty.
Got the LeBlanc dive in lock. The Galio ultimate's not available yet, so Garen forced to flash underneath the turret. But Xin Zhao's re-engaging. Galio coming from behind. He's got the taunt onto the Jax, who's got no mana. That's going to be 2 more kills over the side of Demacia. 1 for Garen and 1 for the Galio. Commander C finally getting some kills on the board. Down about half, and that burn might take out Detone Hamster. The spell shield comes through, keeping her alive, so she might be able to get out unless a Q from Brand perfectly timed. Okay, Morgana lives.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Brand steps forward that far, he's just straight up dead.
Yeah, but he could trade 1 for 1, and it's always valuable to take out the enemy team support, you know? Worth the dying. Worth the diving, more like, because Let Me Play.
I'm wondering if Raylick can kill both of them.
It's possible. We'll see as Luxwell comes through. Wait, the stun CC! Rayleigh goes down. Shutdown gold once again to the brand.
The answer is no.
945. It is actually feeling really good with all that influx of gold. Fadelol, maybe a tough spot once again between two of the enemy, but was able to walk his way out as Jax headed towards his bottom side of the jungle.
Yeah, that was, hold on. So Jace is getting engaged on real quick, but he has a lot of tankiness.
Yeah, not too terribly concerned. I mean, Riven at this point only has BF Sword, not too far into the game, and Fadelol's around the corner, who's going to immediately engage onto the Riven, stunned up for a moment. Can't find the slow with the Q, though. Commander C rotating to this top side. Interesting choice to have so much pressure top when the bottom lane from Demacia is the one that's really been struggling so far this game, as Riven decides this time to engage into the Garen, but the ultimate from Galio forces the flash out.
Oh, and Fadelol around the back.
Nice moves by the Xin Zhao, but can they catch this Riven?
No.
Hop Riven, so incredibly hard to catch, will be able to get out.
But that is both... Oh, wait.
1, 2, I was going to say, I think 2 autos will do it, but nope. Morgana Tormented Soil is actually the one that takes the Lux in the bottom side.
To be fair, you were right, though. It was 2 autos.
1, 2, 3.
3.
And I like the use by Detone Hamster, grabbing that broken stopwatch, or just golden stopwatch, now broken, to make sure to take away the turret aggro after walking underneath the turret, using that ultimate. They also get the Ocean Drake, so Nox is still heavily in the lead, but Demacia has shown some spirit and willingness to fight, especially on that top side.
Yep. Let me play. Probably gonna die right here.
Oh, the Ethereal Chains. Yep, okay. I wondered if the Ethereal Chains was going to be enough, especially after she sidestepped the Dark Binding from Detone Hamster, but it is enough. Now we got 3 people pushing in onto the bottom lane second tier turret. They're going to get a pretty good chunk of damage, maybe even be able to take it, because Brand is the only one here trying to respond, and I think that Draven's got plenty enough damage to finish it off as Boxy goes in onto 945, finds the chains. Definitely should be a dead Brand who can't finish the rest of his combo.
Yeah, I was just thinking any CC that lands on Brand, he's dead. There's just so much damage coming out of this Draven right now.
Oh, nice binding from Lux, but Lux is extremely low. Xin Zhao sneaks the kill onto the LeBlanc. Spell Shield keeps Draven from getting taunted up. Detone Hamster, though, still going to fall. Galio wanting to find the engage. Fadelol, the one to step forward, get the slow onto the Draven. Oh, but the shield's not going to be enough to keep him alive, and Rayleigh, 1, 2, 3, triple kill on the bottom side.
Not Draven. Draven.
Rayleigh.
So you remember what I was saying about, well, we'll see if Rayleigh's any good at Draven? I think he's good at Draven.
I think that question has been answered as 2 auto attacks chunks Brand to half, and Rayleigh, feeling confident, continues to step forward and wants to free push. Pings against Riven on the top side, but really the question is who can answer this Draven at this point. 12, 2, and 3, trying to carry the whole team over himself.
That's 4 people bot lane. Meanwhile, yeah, it looks like. Meanwhile, everything is just going the way of the entire team. Hold on, let me play. Flashing away. Sajasis on him, but wait, he doesn't have the mana for stand aside? Oh wait, no, yes, he does. Okay, so Jace is not going to be in range for the ultimate. Is he going to be able to get the execute down? Doesn't look like it. And then Commander C moves in, but misses the knockup and the taunt. So Rayleigh now free to free hit, and since the snare lands, it's going to be a kill. That's 1. Can he get 2? And no, the other 2 are going to disengage. Meanwhile, Fadelol going to get engaged on by the Riven here. Going to be burst down by Boxy, not getting the trade kill. But 945 flashing in, and he's going to get the ultimate jet.
Oh, Galio ult comes through trying to save him. They do get the passive out of the LeBlanc, and Riven was able to escape. Almost died. I like the ultimate following her and bouncing multiple times off the wolves. Bottom lane, third tier turret, the inhibitor turret, is going to go down as Jace steps forward, but he's 1v2. Let me play, trying to join, seeing if he can fight it out. Detone Hamster their target, but the Morgana is just a bait. Jace gets it just in time before he goes down, and Draven is still on a murder spree. Godlike he goes. Commander C flashing away from Shelly, who, just gets the charge down, but Winds of War cleans it up so she can't do any more damage to that. And with Fadelol joining the fight on the bottom side, Draven finally decides to back with a whopping 5,500 gold in his inventory. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5,500 gold feels real good.
Yeah. It's all me. Yeah. This Draven is just unstoppable right now. He's got a completed Bloodthirster, Storm Razor, and Rapid Fire Cannon at 16 minutes. What the heck? I just want to see that one hit. I want him to go the one-hit build now. Start building on some lethality. He has the potential to actually one-shot people.
In the top side, we got some fighting going down. Garen's already finished off, and Riven hops over the wall. Fatal flashes, gets the slow as well. Might be able to charge in. Needs to get in position for the blast cone, but Riven's been able to hit it. Nice escape. Gets away. In the meantime, LeBlanc and Morgana are coming around from behind, so we may see some more deaths on the side of Demacia as LeBlanc hops forward. She's been taunted up, though. Immediate ult from Xin Zhao. Interesting choice there. Not necessarily the best one. 10 kills to 24 Demacia. Heavily struggling at this point in the game as they are just being split all across the map, and Rayla continues to output so much damage.
I was expecting that to be a little bit more. But he does have, wait, no, he doesn't have the 100% crit build yet.
Fatal thinks twice about
wisely not stepping out of the bush. He was like, no, never mind.
Hey, it might be do it now with Garen coming around from behind, but Rayleig's going to get free time 1v1ing the Garen. I think that he's going to be allowed plenty of damage. You gotta take at least 2v1. And Morgana able to 1v1 Fatal as well. No, it's the Whirling Blades from the Draven ultimate to finish off Xin Zhao as well. Draven says, I can 1v5 your entire enemy team. It's a 1v9. This is what Noxus loves. All about strength. And nice Zonius for Detone Hamster. And wait, what? Oh my goodness, sidesteps a pretty decent amount of damage. Raylick goes legendary, finishes off Commander C as well. He's got one left to get the pentakill. 945 leaves the game. That's going to make it a little bit harder. And this game is pretty much all but in the bag. 19-2 on this Draven. I don't think there's much Demacia could do to stop him at this point.
Yeah. Wow. There's no even analyzing this, except Raylick is just going nuts. How many kills? Okay, over under 25 kills before the end. Okay,
well,
never mind.
22.
27.
So, wait, 27 kills?
Yeah.
You think he's going to get 27 kills before the end of the game?
Yeah. Do you think he's going to get 27 kills before the end of the game?
I don't think that Demacia's going to give that to him. I'd probably say 24. I think that he's probably going to get 2 more. And then
the people are setting in Fountain.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I just don't think they're going to really give it to him. Skate takes out the top lane inhibitor turret. All 3 inhibitor turrets down. Nox is completely in charge of the game. Burns through the Nexus turret. And Draven chunking out Garen a little bit. Looks like Demacia has decided to step forward and try to fight one more time.
2-shot. Okay.
Before Lux ult can even come down, the axes fly faster than light itself. And in the meantime, he's still free hitting off to the side. The Galio ultimate not going to knock him up. He goes right back and wanting to finish off Xin Zhao. Goes a legendary Commander C21 back to the Fountain as the Jace is trying to chase out the Jax. 1v1s against LeBlanc and is just going to clear a few minions before trying to get back to his Fountain in time. 1 Nexus turret remains. Rayleigh hit that 24 kills mark. Will it be the 27 that you predicted? Especially with Let Me Play sipping off the Fountain. It actually might be, because that is an insane amount of damage. There's the 25. But Noxus is onto the Fountain. Will he get 26 before the end of the game? There it is. Could it be the 27? Ladies and gentlemen,
27!
The 27 kills, and the game is
and
over.
Oh, yes.
It's the 28.
Oh, yes.
God on the predictions.
Here we are.
That is insane and disgusting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is Demacia versus Noxus. I don't think we need to go too deep in analyzing the game. though I'm going to save all these footage for the promo video that I'm going to be putting together. Obviously, Raylick basically carried his entire team, but Boxy and Skay did pretty well. Daytona Hamster was pretty nice with those spell shields. 23 assists shows lots of involvement in that bottom lane. Is there anyone on the side of Demacia that you would call out for some good plays?
Let me see. Sejasis played the early game pretty well. Then there was substantial intervention into his lane that was kind of like Swipper just set up a tent top lane gank like 4 times in a row, so that lost him the advantage top. Fadelol did some pretty good plays moving around. And actually, Commander C's early game was incredibly clean.
Yeah, I think Commander C's Gallia was pretty darn nice, especially his rotations towards the bottom side. You can see after getting kind of that main item of the Rod of Ages, just decided, hey, let's just build straight armor. Probably not going to do anything against Draven, but might as well try. And 3 deaths is pretty darn good in a game that had as many kills, 36 kills in the 21 minutes that it took Noxus to completely tear Demacia apart. I think that I was going to say I like Fadelol's ganks on the top side, especially wrapping around behind Riven, but I think he's used to Shaco's escapability, and so his early game fights, especially against Jax, who can really kind of 1v1 a lot easier, weren't the wisest choice, but that's what happens in these region games, is that sometimes you play champions that you're not as familiar with, and it does happen. Love the Bramble Vest on Fadelol. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. All right, guys. So obviously that game was a pretty hard bust due to Raylick, a master tier player, completely waffle stomping everyone in the game while chatting with his girlfriend. He's like, dude, I could play this game with my feet and still win. Obviously not concerned at all. I still want to see him play Fizz, maybe up against a Lord Reeves or someone of equal or more equal skill measure when it comes to the mid lane. Couple things really quickly. Keep in mind, Thursday is the team games. Put together a 5-man, submit it to the Discord stream team Discord page. Let us know that you're interested in playing. We'll try to make sure that games like this don't happen, where you've got Master versus a bunch of golds. And I do apologize for the side of Demacia. I thought that was going to be a little bit more even, but sometimes our balancing just isn't that great. And we'll try to do better in the future. So, you're catering Thursday. Finey, no, save some food for us. Thank you all for coming out. Wraith, you got anything to send us out with?
No. I need to sleep. I need to sleep really bad.
All right, you go to bed. I will send us off. We're gonna go ahead and raid another channel after I do the rolling of the credits. We're gonna invade. There's not many League players. Is there anyone from the? Yeah, there's like nobody from GG Ren's channel. So, all right, I know who we're gonna raid. Unless you guys have